Hi, I'm Sean, and you're watching Shopworx. On this episode, you get to see me make a bunch of mistakes. You know, get in a rush and make some problems. So stay tuned. Well, tore into the transmission here just to check it out. Seems we had it out anyway to do the rest of the work on the truck there. I'm not going to do that shift kit in here as I was hoping to at this point, just due to time constraint. I think we're just going to chuck on the pan and throw a sender on it for temperature. Just going to open up the filter here and have a look at it, see what the insides look like. New to me, it was running driving, so I guess there's one way to find out. And then later on, when I get a chance, probably order some parts for this thing and do an actual tranny build. Dun, dun, dun. Wow, that's not bad. Better than what we found on the bottom of the pan. Not much in there at all.
A little bit, but that's having that. Yeah, but it's just that's flapping compound. Sludge. It's not nothing really inside.
Double goobers, that's it. Yeah, I don't know.
That's probably silicone. So
I don't know. We're running out of time. I think we can just throw it together.
Well, there it is. Filings in that one.
Is there?
You feel it crack. That could be in.
Dirt, maybe?
See here? There's silicone in here.
Okay, is that filings or dirt?
Well, there's one chunk of steel.
Yeah.
And there's another.
Well, I don't have a clutch pack friction material here, so I think we're just going to have to go for the ride.
I'll clean the shaft off right here.
Just clean off, put the pan on it, put the torque converter back on it, and clean off the face, put it together. It don't smell bad.
No, it don't.
But with these pans here, they give you two different lengths of bolts. And there's certain spots on here you need to have the short ones, like the very front here, so you don't run them up into your pump there. It'll indent the pump and cause some big problems. So what I like doing with these is, you're not going to see they're down there anyway. Put a little paint marker on them so you know which are the short bolts as you go around here. So I marked the two on the front, the one on the side where the shift linkage is, and the ones across the back over there. And a nice little port for the temperature sensor. So get her put in, and then I can weld up what I broke trying to get this linkage off here. Never had one seized quite that hard there, and usually the little nylons pop or deform well before any aluminum breaks, but this is what it is. Well guys, I'm sorry about the lack of video on this thing here, but I'm down to the crunch. I got less than 48 hours to go, and before I leave, and I've got some problems. No drive shaft. Got the fuel tanks mounted. I got no hose. You can see the pipe down there. Trying to get that plumbed in. Drive shaft is ready. I just need to get it. Waiting on parts. The brake hoses. Nobody stocks nothing for these. Finally got the dash popped in yesterday there. Changed the wiring harness out from the Power Stroke to the IDI. Now I gotta monkey around because I'm running the electric doors, and that's the harness out of the 97 for the rear doors, rear powered windows. I gotta pull in a bunch of other stuff back through there for the second or third row, I guess, the second set of rear doors. Yeah, it's just coming down to the wire here. I got the heads not back yet. My machinist couldn't get the heads ground down with the pre-cups in them with what he had, so I had to take him to another machinist that had a CDM and get that all done up that way, and then take him back, drop him off. He's going to have him to me here in an hour. I just dropped him off at his place. He'll pound him out, and I can get going on the engine build, which is sitting right back here. So, transfer case is ready to go, transmission's ready to go, just got to get it bolted in. And starting to populate the firewall here a bit. You see I got the wiring harness in on the inside there. Got to figure out how to sleeve this steering shaft, keep better insulated. Got a new master should be in today. Got to do some more brake lines. Diesel heater had to readjust. Despite my best measurements there, didn't have the fuel tank to mock up where the piece fits in there. So I had to rechange my floor pan. And in the back here, I had to modify for the fuel tank for the fill. Got the fill spout in on this side here, and the one on this side. I have to loop and back around. You can see the tank's in there. Got the fuel heater tied in. It's down to the crunch. Hey guys, don't pull a Sean. Remember to put your power for your passenger side door through first, or you'll be pulling your dash. Don't ask me how I know. Well guys, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I broke a bolt. So don't believe everything you find on the internet, even if you do read it in 2 or more spots. Apparently 84 foot-pounds is too much. So, bad news for me, I guess, and okay news for you guys, because then I can start taping more. Last 2 days I've been busting my butt on this thing, trying to get it all done and wrapped up, and had to get the heads, and the heads didn't get done, and long story short, I had to send them to another machine shop and get them decked because of the pre-cups. And, yeah, getting ready to put it in, had it up on the engine hoist there, and put the flywheel on and snap. So yeah, long story short, had nothing but problems. I missed my yesterday deadline as a soft deadline, so now I'm not going to make my 24 hours from now deadline to leave, or less than 24 hours. It's what, 22 hours now to leave? You know, wheel in my crew cab here, I guess, instead, and try to fix that oil leak on it. Fix some of the busted out crap, the hail damage there. Shouldn't be my job, but I need it. So, yeah, kind of bummed, kind of disappointed. Been busting my ass on this thing. John's been here. You know, we've been working till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. There's no hope I can have this thing ready to go, even if I could get parts first thing in the morning now. So, I was planning on working all night, but not panning out that way. Yeah. For worst case, I just get the front doors working, put the windows up, the rear doors, tailgate, and driver. But not today. We'll stretch her out. We'll have a bunch of video series with the dash somewhat going on here, somewhat painted up. We'll be doing a lot of customizing. I'll be putting the console on the top and started hacking for a double din in here and things like that. So I'm gonna push her out tomorrow, bring my truck in, and hopefully I can diagnose the oil leaks on it and fix it wherever they're coming from, because I'm losing, you know, liter and a half every couple 100K. So Not cool to put 5,000K on that way. So she looks good with some boots on, front and back. I think don't know if you can take the whole picture in here, but it's, you know, I'm 6'1". Suspension on. Can't wait to actually get her going, get her on the road. Well, guys, ended up not getting the 6-door built in time. I ended up taking 2 vehicles, taking this one down here, leaking a little oil and whatnot, but is what it is. Just threw a couple jugs in the back. Power steering leak seemed to have quit. The oil consumption leak seemed to slow. I don't know why. I'm assuming because I'm not towing, you know, 16,000 pounds behind it. Might have something to do with it. So I'm not using much oil. And here we are at Salt Lake City on the way down. Drove pretty much straight from Red Deer. Had a 45-minute cat nap on top of Oneida there. And kept on trucking, put 29 gallons of diesel from Lethbridge to Pocatello in. It wasn't my choice pick for the trip, but works great. Light bar was handy last night. Why wasn't it my choice pick? Well, I still have all my golf ball dents. So, looks like crap, but runs pretty good. Oh, off to the next spot. Well, here we are at Pick and Pull in Salt Lake City. I've been to three different UPullIt yards. This is the only one with Bronco tailgate. Parts like this are hard to find back home. I really didn't want to use the heated glass, so they want $50 for a window or $70 for the whole tailgate. I can try to get the whole tailgate out. Scouted out last night just at closing time. Didn't have much chance. Gonna try to unroll the window here with the battery. Ended up leaving this light in my truck there the other day. And I was trying to find the oil leaks on top of the intake there. And it's a 12-volt Milwaukee, so this should, in all theoretical experiences here, unroll this window. And that's what we use for rolling the other ones, the side windows up and down and stuff in the shop there. So we'll give that a whirl and tear this out. Wife's kind of understanding. Her and the kids are out in the truck. She understands when we go on holidays. I hit pick and pulls and a lot of pawn shops. So, so that's a bonus. Even the daughter likes pawn shops. She bought her first DS game for $1 when she was 3. Haggled them down from $3 to $1. That was a proud moment. I did a little exploratory surgery on both the tailgate and my finger. Gotta watch for them sharp shreds there. And we're gonna get this this thing out somehow. Usually there's a connector off the motor. This one I don't see having one. So slight kink in the plans. I don't need the tailgate shell. Obviously it's junk anyway when you look at it. But you know, key switch is kind of handy. I need the glass. And whatever other parts, they say $50 for the glass or $70 for the whole tailgate, and yeah, throw her in the truck. Heck, I can give them the tailgate shell and just take the parts. And broke it. The thing you do for cheap used parts. In order. Well, worth a shot, otherwise we may as well just take the glass. Oh, bingo. Don't have to pull the topper after all. The only other way I can see get this out be pulling the topper, because I can't get to the screws on the lower access panel with what I have for tools. Pulling the back of the topper off, lifting it up, folding the tailgate down with the glass out, and then pulling the access panel and having at it. So off to Home Depot last night, but went there, got some tin snips and charger, so I charged that battery up for the flashlight that we just used to unroll it. Never knew those little power pack things can charge those 12-volt batteries backwards as well, so kind of handy. Learn something new, always learning. Now we can get this thing unfolded and off of here. Already broke the bolts off the bottom yesterday in a hurried attempt to get her out. This thing's all just rusted right apart. So get her folded down, give the man my $70 and be out of here. Back on holidays. Well, we'll get this out of here, get it loaded in the truck, and see if we can't get it our next stop, and maybe find some crew cab tinted rear windows and some other pick and pull. Oh, off we go. I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Thank you guys for watching, and if you don't mind liking and subscribing, it pops it up more for other people to see and hopefully enjoy too. So we'll see you on the next one.